This is sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Shake that body.
Wake your punk ass up. That crust out your eyes.
Anything else you feel like you should tell me? Like maybe why you screwed Cookie last night?
Oh. Anything else you think you should tell me? Like why you fucked Cookie last night? That's what she really wanted to say.
That's what she really wanted to say.
Right?
Yeah, but Fox is not going to let her say that.
Fox wouldn't let her say that, right, Grace? Grace Gealey is here, ladies and gentlemen, from Empire.
Thank you.
Boo Boo, what is it?
Boo Boo
Kitty.
Boo Boo Kitty.
Yo, first of all, congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations on life, on love. Congratulations
Thank
on
you.
love, too.
Thank you.
But let's talk about this Empire. You being my co-star in this. Grace.
That's how you starting out with Grace? Wow, Sway. Okay, I gotta even sit back for this one. Go ahead. You being her co-star,
Right? I mean, we didn't get a chance because she wasn't on the set when I was filming. Because they usually close the set.
Right, for you.
When I came
Right,
and
whenever
did
you're
that.
on
camera.
Did you try to get on the set when I was filming?
I
my
did,
part?
but they
Yeah.
were like, no. Sway is here.
Yeah, right. So I'm glad we got to make this, in person introduction personally between the two of us. And I talked to Lee. So you're going to be in the second season. Congratulations.
Thank you, Sway.
Congratulations.
Wow. How you talk to Lee and she gonna be in it, but you not?
I know. I talked
Damn. When you gonna make it happen for you? Grace, could you call Lee back now and try to get Sway on it?
Well, Grace, that's why you're here, too. Sure, the second season starts, September 23rd? Soon. People are on the edge of their seats waiting for this thing, right?
Yeah.
I don't think since Dynasty and Falcon Crest days have people watched nighttime soap operas like they watch Empire. Wow, right?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Do you, Taraji, is a good friend of mine, Grace.
Happy birthday, Taraji.
Happy birthday, T.
Wow.
Oh, we call her
Another
T.
co-star.
Right,
I forgot.
okay,
Another
okay,
close
my
set.
Yeah. And I'm talking to her last time I saw her. We were just talking about the impact that the show has made, and as much work as she's done in her life. People see her as Cookie now. Do you get that problem?
Yeah, and I think I have the opposite problem. I have people calling me Boo Boo Kitty and Anika and stuff because I haven't done all the other things in television and film per se, because my background is theater. So I think until I can kind of expand that, then people will, because eventually, even though people still see her as Cookie for sure, I have heard a lot more people just be like, Taraji P. Henson, Taraji P. Like they will put the P in there. And I'm like, good. That's respect there, so.
Okay, so you're not worried about that. This is your first big role
in television and
television,
film.
but you done Broadway too.
I did off Broadway, off to side to left.
Yo, that's funny.
I didn't want to say that, but because I thought Broadway was Broadway, but if it ain't on Broadway, it's not Broadway.
No, like Broadway is what's up, and then off Broadway is what's up. When you go in the off to the off, I mean.
Yeah, but you're on Empire now.
It helped us something.
Right, yeah. But definitely did a lot of regional theater. So, that's where a lot of my roles came from, is just regional theater. And I went to school, had my master's degree in acting. So I've been in school for a long time. Then when I came out, I worked professionally for about 5 years.
Grace Gealey, you see how she just smoothed over that?
Yeah.
Went to school, got my master's degree in acting. Oh, wow. Just stunning. But I appreciate that because having done that, I've done a few cameos. I'll be joking. I'm not a co-star, obviously, but I was in Empire.
We feel like you are, Sway.
Yeah, don't you guys?
Yeah.
Like, right?
Yeah.
Right? Because, that episode.
I feel like I'm on set right now. You know what I'm saying?
Like I'm interviewing you, right? So, Anika, you and Lucius, seem like you've been experiencing a few problems. At the end of the day, what's your plan to keep the family together?
Keep the family together?
Yeah.
I don't know if she think about keeping the family together.
Oh no, she's banging out.
The youngest son.
I mean, I think it's banged out. I don't know if it's banging.
You banged out.
She banged out.
You banged him out already.
Right? You know what I'm saying? She got to do what she got to do.
She got to do what she got to do.
Yeah. I ain't judging her.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
You know.
You can't give us any insight in season 2. Can you? You think about that. I'm going to open up the phone lines, 888-742-3345, and I'm going to need your help to get me back on. Okay? You got my back?
I'm going to see what I can do for season 2. You know
okay? All right. Sway in the morning. Grace Gealey. Grace. Co-star Gealy. Grace. My co-star Gealy. We do Empire, Drip. Okay. We know she has a master's in acting.
Yeah. Ow.
She's done far off Broadway, including Rent. Now she's starring in this amazing series called Empire. As a result of Empire, what other opportunities have come your way? I see Taraji P doing a lot of other shows now. Have you picked up on any other acting roles? Or?
Yeah, it was a really great hiatus. I auditioned for quite a few movies, and a couple I had to turn down, actually. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So, but it was good to have the opportunity to even do something like that. And there was another one I was really being considered for, but because of the schedule,
you couldn't do it.
Yeah. So just even that in itself is really exciting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, she turning down movies. She got a master.
Yeah.
All right. Look at her ring.
I hate you, Sway. Don't you play with me right now. You didn't even ask me why I turned them down. Like,
yeah, you turned them down because of the scheduling, right?
No, well,
Okay.
no, well, see.
Okay.
Well, one I couldn't do because of schedule, but I think it also, it's very, very important. Like, I don't take this lightly that this is my television debut.
Yeah.
And so I think it's very important to not be pigeonholed. And it's also very important to, being a woman of color, to not... And looking the way I do, I need to play something with substance. Yeah. And even though there may be substance there, I'm like, no, she has to be a woman who leads with XYZ, who happens to be attractive or who happens to be pretty, if you will. But that can't be the only thing I do.
Right.
I just can't do that. And it's very easy for people to be like, oh, she can just play the pretty one. And I'm like, no, there's so much more to play than that.
That's good for you. Yeah, you have integrity in what you do. And that's easy for you to be typecast. Grace Gealey is here. I like saying your name, Gealy. Where is Gealy from?
Gealy's Irish.
Irish?
Yeah, my dad's white and my mom's Afro-Caribbean.
Afro-Caribbean. What island?
Cayman Islands.
Cayman Islands.
Nice.
Okay. 3, 4, 5 up in here.
Hey.
Got island hood.
Grace, you know what I was thinking about? Because Empire has been so successful all the time, whenever there's something as a force to be reckoned with, there's people who feel like they want a piece of it. And we've seen so many folks come out and say, oh, I'm suing Empire. I had that idea first. Like even Marvin Gaye's son. Is that annoying to you guys, or do you embrace it as a compliment?
You know what? It depends on the person, with as far as who receives it as what. But for me, I feel like it's a compliment because Empire speaks to the human experience. So there's a lot of people who see themselves in those situations, those roles, those circumstances. Oh, I lived that life. I did. And I'm like, great, because it just keeps, speaking to your experience, and you aren't the only one.
Right.
So
that makes sense.
I'm not sure if this is your background, but sometimes actors, artists, they're just in between jobs, and it's just hard to stay hopeful or faithful, and it's such a dirty game and a shiesty business. Just for maybe somebody in our audience that's listening right now trying to break into this business, any advice you would give them? Maybe they just got turned down, didn't get a role that they wanted, and they were banking so hard on it. Your downtime, how did you stay faithful and stay hopeful?
Man, that's such a good question. I feel like in the 5 years that I was working in the theater industry, I literally had made like a job, and then I wouldn't work for a year, and then I had another job, and then I wouldn't work for a year. And then I booked like 3 theater gigs back to back, And I would say, well, one, when it comes to the rejection part of it, that no, it's not an easy industry, but you have to know who you are. You have to know who you are. And a lot of people say, oh, well, what does that mean? You have to start off with a foundation. What are you defining yourself by? Because if you say to yourself, okay, well, this is the only thing I'm going to do, and there's nothing else in the world, and da-da-da. What if tomorrow you woke up and for some reason you could never act again, but you had 50 more years to live? What would you do? Who would you be? So you have to find something about yourself that defines yourself outside of what it is that you do, even though what you do feeds who you are. Does that make sense?
Definitely.
And I think that once you start with that, then everything else is going to fall into place, because the goal is never, I want to be famous, I want to be rich, that's not the goal. The goal has to be something outside of yourself. I want to serve, I want to love, I want to be, I want to learn. And when it starts with that, I want to give. When it starts with that, then everything else will start to fall into place, and you will see your purpose, and that will lead you into what it is you're supposed to do. That's what I believe.
Well said.
Oh, thank you. You know what, Sway?
He's so glad he hired you.
I really.
Thanks for putting in a good word.
Yes. Ooh, I called that one. That was beautiful. Ray J, what up?
Hey, Ray J.
Yeah, this is Raven. I know it's not Ray J, but
What is your
hey, how's it going, Sway in the morning?
What's up,
What
Ray?
up?
All right. Yeah, I was well, I had a question for Boo Boo Kitty Fuck. So like since you've starred on the Empire show, like has there been like how does it feel to like work with big name actors like Terrence Howard and Taraji?
Okay, so I have a question for you. Nice to meet you, by the way.
Ray, you there?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
I have a question. Do you have a question for Boo Boo Kitty or for Grace? Because only one is here, honey.
Ooh.
Wow.
Boo Boo Kitty.
He said Boo Boo Kitty.
Well, you got to talk to that girl on Empire.
Okay, get out of there. But what is it like? When I got a chance to watch Taraji and Terrence in action, and I watched Terrence come in the room and not really know the script and pick it up and start reading it, and then brought the character to life, and I was floored. I watched Taraji go from, I've known her for years. We'll have a regular conversation, and then her going to her character and to Cookie, and it's like they're not even there. Taraji and Terrence are no longer there.
I know.
How was that for you working with opposite of Terrence Howard?
I mean, both of them, they're phenomenal.
Yeah.
And I mean, especially last season, it was like, wow. And I think the good part is that you want to work with people who are way more experienced and, way more. You want to work with that, because then that makes you feel like you have to give forward your best self.
Yeah.
And so every time I went to work, I felt challenged and I felt excited by that. And I was thrilled about the growth that I was going to do because I was working with them. So yeah, no, it's been wonderful. And they're gracious, as you know, just super gracious, super talented, super lovely.
So there's been a lot of controversy surrounding the show, the lawsuits, music, people suing for concepts, and then I remember recently Tracy had to report, I believe, or I read it, that Terrence and Yaz, there was a scene where Yaz was supposed to hit him with a fake bottle and switched it for a real bottle. Did you hear about this?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
Came out, and that was a big controversial moment.
Oh.
Now, I don't know if it's true or not, but if you didn't hear it, you can't really comment on it.
No. And then plus a lot of this stuff, like what's difficult is that a lot of the scenes that I'm not on set.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Like when I did my
I'll
scene,
hear it like everybody else and be like, really?
Yeah.
I don't even know. You know what I mean? So, but no, I mean, I would doubt that because they have a very loving relationship. So.
Okay. What about Jussie, man? I feel like he's the diva of the set. You can be real with us right now.
You know
Jussie
what?
Smollett, I think you know.
Let me tell you.
He sings everywhere he goes, by the way.
It's a part of who he is.
Yeah.
Jussie is the exact opposite of a diva. Super humble, loving, funny.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
I mean, I'll tell you a story that with Jussie. One time we were finishing a scene, and all the trailers, they look alike. And I went in and I was changing. And I promise you, my dress was like around my ankles and I was in my underwear. And Jussie walked in the trailer thinking that it was his. And literally he walked in and I was like, ah! And he was like, oh my God. And he closed the door and he was like, I'm so sorry. He's like, I didn't see anything. It was hilarious, Like he's so sweet. He's so really sweet.
No, he's the nicest person on the planet. I just like giving him a hard time.
I know. He's going to come for you now.
Yeah.
Look, Sway.
Anytime he come up here, we got to get him all certain room temperature water, certain color M&Ms. It's a trip. The dude is a trip. Grace, we need your help. We're doing a hashtag Empire Sway.
We are.
It's serious.
Is that for real?
No, it's for real.
Empire Sway.
Trying to get me on that second season.
You know what? Let me tell you this. If you are on the second season, I'm getting full credit. Do you know that?
Okay. I'll give it to you. Okay?
I'm just saying.
You got to give it to Lee and them too, but I'm just, but I'll give you yours.
When we go to the premiere tomorrow, I'll just pass him and I'll just go, sway,
You got invited?
Wait, hold up. You going where tomorrow?
The premiere.
For season 2?
Aw.
You weren't invited, Sway?
Oh. You still want to go to the fight? You want to watch the fight? He mad at me about the Mayweather fight. So, wait, what happened to your invitation for the premiere? Is it in LA or is it?
I was out of town. It could have came when I was out of town.
That's true.
Right.
Did they email you the invitation or?
Lee called her.
Kelly, did we get the invite?
Grace, is it here or is it on the West Coast?
Where's it at?
Chicago?
It's here.
Oh,
It's in New York.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
This is painful.
Damn, Sway, that's messed up.
Hashtag Empire Sway. I swear that episode, when I came on that 6th episode, that was the highest rated episode of the season up to that point.
True. Yeah, it was because of you, Sway.
Thank you, Grace.
Yeah.
Talk to somebody, Grace. I'm not Empire Sway. You got me?
I got you.
Grace Gealey, ladies and gentlemen. Give her a round of applause.
Thank you, Grace.
All right.
Thanks for having me, y'all.
It's Sway in the morning, only on Shade 45. Kilo.